Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I thought I would show off my new hat. I got it, I think it was Friday, if I remember correctly. I hadn't had a chance to show it off yet. It's just a little flower thing here. A little bouquet of flowers. That's it. Something very plain, but I love the two-tone, especially with the green. I was looking for something green. I really wanted that. And I just wasn't finding what I was looking for. And then I seen this one. It was actually at a Target. And yeah, I love it. It's still a little bit big for my head. It is a woman's hat, a woman's size hat, but it's still a little bit big for my head. It likes to fall down a lot. And I've tried adjusting the strap back there, and it just doesn't want to. That's okay. Actually, it's one of the straps. Here, I can just show you. It's one of these sort of straps. Yeah, so anywho, there's my hat. New one. Very Minnesota-y. I have no idea. I have no idea. I just made up a word, okay? So, anyway. Yeah, got back to work last night. I got a little bit of a late start because, decided to do a reading after all that energy that was coming in and so forth. I'm like, no, need to clear this out. Glad I did it. So, yeah, I know what path, I already know what path I'm on and so forth. But no, it was good messages that came out. So yeah, I needed to hear it. But yeah, I'm glad that I did do what I did because I asserted my boundaries. Been doing that since coming here. I've been actually asserting my boundaries. It's like, okay. And I'll admit, I've been kind of telling some people off who've been needing to be told off. Yeah, speaking my mind, basically. And it's been feeling good, to be perfectly honest. It's like, yeah. So, but losing people in the process, I know, but the way I look at it is they're not my people, If they're meant to be in my life, then okay, But obviously the situation with those three, with the issues I've been having this past week, and it's like, yeah. Situation with my father, stepmother, yeah. I'll admit, I was thinking about one person who I did tell off a couple months ago, something like that. I needed to say it though. As that situation has crossed my mind here and there, but excuse me, it needed to be said though. What they did at the same time I was going through all that mess was wrong. And it's like, and I know what it was. I know drinking was involved, and you can't tell me otherwise. I know that. And it's like, no. You're not gonna treat me like that. Plain and simple. And that's what it boiled down to. I allowed it to happen at that time. I'll admit I was still learning, but now, no. And I know that they were watching, and I know that they were, got pissed off about it. And it's like, you know what? It needed to be said. You needed to hear it. Oh, and if they didn't take it for what it was and realize that, maybe this or that or whatever. Yeah, and it didn't just happen once, it happened twice. And it's like, no. Shame on me once, shame on me twice. I have no idea what the full adage is, but yeah. But yeah, last night was a good night. yeah, after I got, like I said, I got some really good messages through and so forth, and it was really, really good. It was a good night last night. I was able to do a lot of cleansing, a lot of cleaning out of energy, bringing back energy in of what I really want to have into my life and so forth. I worked until uh, around 12:30ish, something like that, and I didn't get uh, off. I didn't get home until almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to be up early because I had told Angie that I'd pick her up from the mechanic. She's getting her oil change done, and she's got a check engine light that needs to be checked too. I told her, well, you can just take over your AutoZone, this and that, and everything. She's like, yeah, I know, but I got to get the oil change done anyway. And it's like, okay. So, but yeah, neither one of us were. She's trying to get one of those cottonwood tree spores. It flew by the window. But anyway, she was being a little, she was being a little kitten, a little bit playful. I think it's cute. So anyway, yeah, it was a good night. Yeah, energy wise, for the most part, it was a good night last night. Did have this one incident. It was just, I couldn't help but crack up laughing. It was basically a pizza place, and they were requiring that I had a pizza bag, and I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for a long time. Because when I first did, even when I was doing ride sharing, when I first signed up to do ride sharing, I was doing deliveries at that time. I did it for, I don't know, about the first year or something like that. The whole time, I never needed a pizza bag, and wouldn't release the order. And I'm like, are you serious? You're going to lose money because of your own ego? I mean, I didn't say that, but because you're requiring a pizza bag. It's like, dude, I tell them right out, you're not going to last for very long. It's like, yeah. Because the majority of drivers out there do not have pizza bags. It's like, no. So, like, all right, that's fine. If you want to drive yourself out of business. I mean, I pick up all the time from this. There's this one local pizza chain that's here. I pick up from them all the time, and they don't require a bag. It's like, yeah, whatever. I pick up from national chains all the time. They don't require a bag either, but it's like, yeah, okay. I realize, we're trying to, with being a first time business, this and that, we're trying to this and that and every other thing. But, dude, in the long run, it doesn't matter. Either way, they're going to have to reheat it. So, it's going to be cold either way by the time you get it there, even in a bag. So, whatever. But, and it's up to the client to make that determination anyway, because when you place an order, you have that option if you want to pay extra to have it delivered directly to you without any stops along the way. And if you choose the option to not have any stops along the way or whatever, yeah. And then what happens if it's a bunch of pizza orders, and they all require bags? It's like, no, it ain't gonna happen. So I just canceled it, which is fine because I actually wound up with an even better order. So, even higher paying. So it's like, yep, thank you, Spirit. Appreciate it. I think it's funny. So, but oh well, it's not my problem. So anyway, I actually first I'd say probably 3 hours, something like that. 3, maybe 4 hours or whatever. I'd say 3. I was up in this area over there in Fridley again. That one Walmart is like I just kept getting hit right and left. Unfortunately, they got things a little straightened out because the last time I went there to pick up, unfortunately, it was they were taking forever to come out, and it was only a $4 order, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. But this this time, last night, it was just like boom, 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 boom. So it's like, okay, good. I'm glad they got things straightened around. So I didn't mind even picking up the cheaper orders, but I did quite a few of them last night, but that's okay. And I figured it was setting me up for better orders, and sure enough, that's what wound up happening. I actually wound up down there around the airport. Mall of America, found that. I know where that's at now. So right there by the airport. Of course, I have no idea how to get there. I can't do it without a GPS, but at least I know where it's at. But I wouldn't mind checking it out. I wouldn't mind and seeing it and so forth. Find out what all the hubbub is about. So I'll get there at some point. To tell you the truth, I forgot it was even there, and then until I started seeing the signs, I'm like, oh yeah. It was kind of weird though, because I saw the. I was seeing the terminals and which airline had which, or what have you, but I saw the Delta hub, basically their hangar. That's the word I'm trying to think of, and that was kind of eerie. Yeah, 'cause that's where I flew. That's the one that I flew out of, or yeah, and that brought back a lot. From that day, and I was kind of recognizing some things, from 4 months ago when I first got here, and it was just kind of like, oh yeah. So, I didn't realize it was that long of a drive to get all the way up here. I don't remember much from that night, except a little bit of things here and there, what have you. But and the stress, of course, the fact that I was just horribly, horribly stressed out and sick. Oh gosh, I was so sick, and I was more worried about little Miss Ichiku there, But she did great. She did really, really great that night, with the flight and everything. I wasn't sure how she was going to take it, especially with that pancreatitis that she has. She did great. I'm still proud of her with that. I think everything's helped kind of toughen her up a little bit too. So she actually, the other day, before we left for the quilt show, Angie, she came upstairs. We both came upstairs together to get ready, and I opened up the door, and she was sitting right there, and she seen Angie, and she was actually looking at her with that cute little look that she does all the time. It was like, okay. So Angie, we took a moment, and Angie, she stood in the doorway, outside the room, and just crouching down, and then Possum crouches down too, and she's... But she didn't run away. They just kind of talked a little bit. She hissed, Angie talked. And then, but she didn't run away. She didn't run up underneath the bed. Angie didn't try to, or anything. It was just like, okay, that's awesome. That's good. So, it's like, there may be hope for my child yet. But no, she has, and if anything, yesterday morning, one of the cats, actually, I would love for those two to get to know each other. They are so much alike, such similar personalities, but they can't stand each other. Whatever. But anyway, he kind of came into the room a little bit yesterday, but kind of close to the door or whatever. He was inspecting something. I don't remember what it was, and she actually went over and sniffed him. Not sniffed his butt or anything like, but just kind of nudged him up there by his head or whatever, and was just like, and he turned around and looked, but didn't try swatting, and she didn't try swatting at him. I'm not, her back was to me, so I couldn't tell if she was doing any hissing or not. But no crouching. I fortunately had to go downstairs at that point. But no, they did great. It was like, awesome. Okay. So, yeah, it was great. Ooh, excuse me. So, but anyway, yeah. Beautiful morning this morning. Only 66 degrees. It's nice. I was shocked when I stepped outside because it was a little warm and humid in the room here. What, you want to come up? Come on. There you go. Plenty of room. Come on. She has to sit there and stare at me for a while before she can do that. There she goes. You want to say good morning? Say good morning to everybody. Say hi. I know, you're such a pretty girl. So beautiful. But yeah, she's enjoying all this weather. Yeah, all this nice cool weather that we get here and everything. She's loving it because we get to have the windows open more. And she can, look at the birdies and all the squirrels. Oh, I saw a black squirrel yesterday right here. Yeah, ran across the road. It was just like, I didn't have my glasses on. I'm like, I think, yeah. It's Mia? Okay. She didn't see it. I think she was playing or something. She's been playing a little bit here lately, especially since she's been getting her hair brushed and getting rid of all that old fur from the winter. So, yeah, she's been we've been getting that off. I know I haven't done it in a couple of days. I didn't do a brush her yesterday, so I'll have to see about doing that today. Maybe after I eat or something. But yeah, she's been running around, playing, and so forth. It's awesome. Yeah, it is, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, like I said, I saw a black squirrel run across the road yesterday, right here. It was awesome. So cool. I did see my first coyote here last night. At first I thought maybe it was a fox, but then I realized no, that the size isn't right. It was definitely a coyote. Unfortunately, it was dead in the road, but yeah, it's sad. But yeah, I mean, I get it, because I mean, there's places that I was in last night where even with having my brights on, I mean, it was just pitch black. So dark. It made it difficult to be able to see. So, like I said, and I keep my headlamps on automatic, and I didn't realize that doing that, it also will turn the brights on for you. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. So, but yeah, that was, it's been a bit of a learning curve with this car that I have. Excuse me. So, but yeah, I saw that last night. But yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of understandable with the amount of animals that you see get hit around here, because I mean, there are places where it's just so pitch black, and if they dart out in front of you, you can't see until the last minute. Even with driving slow or whatever, it's just like, whoa. But, fortunately, I haven't seen any. It's mostly been wildlife. I haven't seen much in the way of cats running around, so that's good. Did wind up downtown St. Paul last night. Wound up spending a little bit of time in St. Paul. Got to see one neighborhood that I've delivered to a couple times at nighttime, but this time I got to see during the day. Actually, it didn't start getting dark out until 10 o'clock last night. I mean, it's staying light out pretty late now, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to 8 o'clock, bam, it's pitch black, But not here. I love it. It's wonderful. I think it's awesome. And it was, yeah, and I'm not kidding. It was 10 o'clock and it was still light out. I'm like, whoa, this is a switch. I love it. That's okay. But yeah, I wound up St. Paul. I could see how the city got ran down. I really do with that urban center. But they're in the process of revitalizing, bringing it back. There's some cute restaurants and little shopping and so forth. There's this beautiful park. Oh my gosh, right there in the center. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was a small park. And then over, I guess there's this area called Como Street or something like that. And it goes around this huge park with a lake. And I mean huge park. Gorgeous area, beautiful Victorians and so forth. And in some ways, especially, it was just weird. It was like you had the park on the one side, and then you had some houses on the other, and the way the streetscape was and everything reminded me that drive that you do to go out to Griffith Park. There's that little, like, where you got a little bit of historic homes in through there and everything. Definitely, I'd say to me they look like they're probably maybe 1950s or something like that. Those style homes or whatever. And these were the same style homes as what the ones that I'm thinking of out there and everything. But that's what it reminded me a lot of. I was just like, oh yeah, this kind of reminds me of that little neighborhood out there. It was kind of interesting. So, but yeah, I got to see a little bit more yesterday. It was like, okay, I'm just, right now I'm just kind of taking things in, finally getting a chance to get out, spread my wings, explore a little bit while getting paid to do it, So that's even better. So I will admit, seeing cabs around here is kind of weird. I've been, 20 years of seeing certain cab companies out there and so forth, and then seeing them here. I think there's even another rideshare company. I don't remember the name of it. I know at least one other one, maybe another one as well. And I think the one is a branch from the one that got started. I think it's in Colorado or something like that. And those guys hustle. I gotta tell you, those guys hustle. So, but yeah, I'm just sticking with deliveries. I mean, even the thought of, trying to figure out everything with the airport and so forth, I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not interested. I'm happy doing the deliveries. I don't want to be dealing with all that, and I don't want, oh, you have 12,000 rides and this, oh gosh. Oh, how long you been driving? And of course, have you been doing it here the whole time? And then, of course, I don't want to be having those boring conversations again. And dealing with people and their nonsense and all the aromas and this and that and everything. It's like, oh, forget it. I'm just not in the least bit interested. I'm happy doing the deliveries. I get to be by myself most of the time, alone with my thoughts. I can explore things. I can get lost. I had to get lost at least a couple of times last night because unfortunately there was construction on one of the freeways, basically 494. And kind of remind me of the 404. And, yeah. Oh, she couldn't kick me. Oh, now she gonna kick me and she gonna bite me at the same time. Oh, she getting her mommy. She getting her mommy. You getting your mommy. You being a silly, silly girl. Silly girl. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. And her one nail is caught on my pants. Oh, hold on. Okay, you got it. Okay, good girl. She started it. I know. So she did. Oh, gosh. You're so silly. Yes, you are. You're so silly. You're so silly. Yeah, yeah. You're so silly. You're so silly. Yeah, yeah. It's so easy to be a silly girl. My goodness. But anywho, yeah, like I was saying, it's nice just to be out and be able to explore things and everything. So, and but yeah, today I do have to get out a little bit earlier because I gotta get my rent together for the car rental, which is due tomorrow. They say 7 o'clock. I got an email about it. I just need 2 more rides, no big deal, and then the rest of the money for the rental. So, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's all I got left. Yeah, and I do have to work a little bit more today, too, so I can get the rest of that together. No biggie. So I'll do that after I get done taking care of her, eat, and then I'll go run and get some gas and get myself moving. Yep, get that done taken care of. So, and have a little bit extra for things that I need as well. So I did put on a lot of miles last night, about 200 miles. So worked close to 8 hours, but yeah, pay kind of sucked last night, but that's okay. It's part of the industry. I knew what I was getting myself into when I decided to do it. So, but yeah, I just much rather stick with the deliveries. I'm just not interested in dealing with. I mean, yeah, you get paid a lot more with doing the ride sharing, but I'm just, yeah. So, but anywho, yeah, we're moving forward. That's what matters most. So, anywho, I will talk at you later. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Love you.